Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Reginald Stinson. I want to welcome you to the Leads, Conversions, and Sales Part 1. I'm not really sure how long this series is going to go. However, I am going to continue to do this every single week on this particular topic until we get to the bottom of it or complete this series to make sure you guys understand the importance of leads, how to generate leads, obviously, which will create sales and or conversions. Okay, so we're going to be talking about this. Also, I am going to be doing this free to the general public at the moment. So if you're watching this on Facebook, make sure you share this video out. Make sure if you're watching this on my fan page as well, because I will be streaming this from my personal fan page. Make sure you like and subscribe to my fan page so that when I post any other updates that you're able to tune in to these, because unfortunately Facebook has changed some things to a point to where they're not allowing me to do these webinars live from my personal page. So you will have to be on my fan page or business page to be able to watch these recordings outside of YouTube if you're watching this on YouTube or the webinar platform. If you are on YouTube watching the recording, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking subscribe. Make sure you share this with someone, like the video, and please drop me a comment to let me know how well you enjoyed the content and if I should continue to do this type of content, because if I don't hear any type of feedback from you guys, and obviously I don't know if I'm doing a good enough job for you, and therefore I don't want to feel like I'm wasting my time or yours by creating this type of content. But like I said before, guys, this is a mini part series. It probably go 3 to 4 segments, maybe even 5, to make sure we're able to get through everything. I don't want these sessions to be too much information, because there's a lot I can talk about on these topics. I want to give you piece by piece, so that you don't be overwhelmed every week and that you're able to keep up with what I'm doing. Okay, so again, my name is Dr. Reginald Stinson. I am the founder of Unit of Prosperity and Easy Cash Code. This is an Easy Cash Code training. So these type of trainings will be taking place inside of the Easy Cash Code system for the most part. So if you're not a member, you want to make sure you get connected to become a member here today. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about, and I talked about this previously, but I'm going to bring you up to a point to where we are right now. All right. So we're going to talk about tripwires right now in this segment, and basically a tripwire is a irresistible high value offer at a super low cost that will get you more customers on the front end. It also solves a specific problem in your prospect's life, and if a prospect buys something from you, you have more of a chance to sell them other higher ticket items on the back end. So essentially, in a nutshell, that's what a tripwire offer is. Now, this is a win-win for those people that are leading with tripwire offers, because there's less resistance by the prospect because of the low cost. All right, and because of this, they are able to see the value of which in turn can create more future back-end sales for you. So you can promote a tripwire offer by using a system like Easy Cash Code, for example, or a tripwire offer that you create yourself or some other system, and then in turn, by them taking action, whether it's a $7 offer, a $2 offer, or whatever the offer is, okay, I will consider a tripwire offer anything less than $20. Okay, that's a low resistance offer. All right, so if you give something to that magnitude to your prospect, and obviously they get inside of it, they see the value in whatever it is you have to offer. It's not junk, it's not trash. Then they're more likely to buy more from you or buy higher ticket items on the back end. All right. So the problem with most people is that they're trying to get married on the first date. All right. People are not going to join your business the first time they see it all the time. There's some people that want you to finesse them a little longer. They want to wait a little longer before they take action, etc. So therefore, whenever you're going after sales, though it's great to be able to get those front end sales immediately, you have to understand and not be surprised if it doesn't necessarily happen with that, because people have been burned by various people in the industry. They've been through a lot. Everybody has their own story. So therefore, even outside of that, we can't expect people to just make those intuitive decisions, because everybody's not intuitive, right? So don't try to get married on the first date. Take your time. Obviously, promote, brand yourself, have a follow-up series in place, and then watch those drip sales begin to come in for you. Now, here's a case study that I did with a previous program I used to promote. Some of you guys know what it is, but I'm just going to go through it really quickly and show you that the yellow means leads. You see how many impressions I got. You see how many unique leads, unique impressions I got, and then you got the conversion percentages, etc. Okay. So green actually means sales. Okay, this is how many sales I got on those specific products. You see everything is lower than 20 bucks. And you see that the purple, which are the higher end products, which was selling for like $100 a month, those how many sales I got of those. Okay, so front end sales I made $180. Back end sales I made $1,500. All right. So here's another case study, and this is actually from the Easy Cash Code system. Now, obviously, I'm an admin, so there has combined stuff in here. But anyway, to show you this, it's an $18 offer, and my total sales actually promoting this part-time was well over $200,000 with this particular system. And again, this is an Easy Cash Code webinar. So some of you guys may want to know, well, what is Easy Cash Code? I'm not going to go into detail about what it is. I'm just letting you know that these are trainings that typically we do for our Easy Cash Code members, but you're getting it for free for the next couple of weeks. So maybe today, I don't know if I'm going to give you the next couple of weeks for free, but definitely today, whenever you're watching this recording, this is going to be free for you. But in order for you to participate in future trainings, it's only $18 to be able to get these type of trainings. Okay. So why is Easy Cash Code the best tripwire? Again, it's only $18. All right. And I say that because it's only $18. Like literally, I can think of 1,001 different things that I can do with $18. Right. There's a movie ticket for two is going to cost you more than $18 these days. You can't even really eat dinner for $18 unless you're eating some garbage. So that's not going to break the bank. It's not really a hard decision to make, and it's a great price point for more people to say yes than there are for people to say no, right? You earn 100% commissions. So you earn 100% commissions, instant commissions. There's no waiting periods at all for you to get paid with Easy Cash Code. So as soon as your member pay, they're paying you directly, and you get paid immediately. You don't have to wait for us to send you the money, at least not at this point. So once you connect your PayPal account or your merchant account to our system, you're able to collect 100% commissions immediately. It provides a ton of value versus cost. People pay $18. They get a ton of value that's worth way more than $18, right? This training here that I'm giving you right now is worth more than $18. And there's other training content in there, well over 17 hours of content of training inside of our system that's worth way more than $18. So don't sleep on the training, all right? The training provides a ton of value. If you are in another network marketing company or another program, you can actually leverage this system to be able to train your team on different aspects of marketing. Because even though Easy Cash Code is not a network marketing company, let me say that, but even though we are a program and we have a way for you to make money with our program, anything that we teach you, you can apply it to any business. And what I'm sharing with you now obviously can be applied to anything, whether you're using this system to do it or you creating your own tripwire offer to be able to resell and upsell them to something higher end on the back end. It's totally up to you. There's internet marketing training inside of Easy Cash Code, basic e-commerce training. We have a string couponing training, and we're going to add personal credit trade lines coming soon, which basically what that is, we're going to show you. We're not going to do credit repair, not at this point, but what we are going to show you is how to get different trade lines to help improve your credit while you are in that credit repair process. Because it's one thing for you to repair your credit, but it's another thing to be able to establish the different trade lines that report to the credit bureau, which will help you rebuild your credit while you're repairing your credit at the same time, if that makes any sense. You can promote your primary business in the system. So whatever other business you want to promote, whether it's primary or secondary or just something you're doing extra, you can promote that on the back end of the system. You also can earn bigger commissions with upsells within the systems because we have other products in the system that will help people in various aspects of their training as an entrepreneur that you're able to leverage if, number one, you own those products, and secondly, if they decide to upgrade to those products as well. Now, here is the tripwire process. I am going to go more into detail about this as we go along through this series, but I am going to give you a gist of how it works right now, and then I'm going to get into list building. Now, it is a 4-step process that typically I take people through, and this is step number 1. The process when you're promoting on social media, especially, right? You need a attention grabbing headline or avatar that speaks to your targeted audience. So whether you're on social media, I said social media, but it's not just for social media. It can be for video marketing. It can be on a blog post. It can be in a newspaper ad. So for example, if I'm speaking to stay-at-home moms, then obviously I want to have a mom, some type of avatar or picture or whatever. It has to speak to that mom, because if it does not speak to them, then more than likely it's not going to cultivate them or give them the urge to even take a look at what I have to offer, right? So a lot of marketing that we do, especially on social media, is disruptive marketing, meaning that people come on Facebook for with the intentions of doing something completely different than looking for a business, right? We come on Facebook to talk to our friends, to be nosy, to see what everybody else is doing in their news feed, etc. But if they see a post that disrupts their process of them doing things that's not going to produce income, such as watching videos or whatever, then obviously it's going to grab their attention and get them to take a further look at what you have to offer. Now, here's the example of an image that's speaking to an audience that we're targeting, which I think I said something to the effect of frustrated entrepreneurs I was speaking to in this particular image. Then you need to have a call to action. Now, it's great that you have a great product. It's great that you tell people what you're doing. But if you don't offer a call to action, which means that you're saying, hey, inbox me for details, or comment below juice if you want more information, or money or cash or whatever, right? If you want more information, like, you have to do something to get people to engage in your post, whether it's them inboxing you, or if you're looking for more edge rank on a post, then you can have people say comment below cash if you want more information, or comment below credit if you want more information. Like, you see some people starting to do that, and they do that for the simple fact that the more people that are commenting on your post, that's liking your post, it's going to create more edge rank in Facebook, for example, which will get your post seen by more of your friends. Now, unfortunately, even though you may have 5,000 friends on Facebook, all 5,000 people are not going to see your post. It's just a reality. They're not going to see it unless you're paying for traffic on Facebook. They're not going to show your post to all 5,000 people for free. Now, however, if you have people commenting and engaging on your post, you have a higher percentage of people that are going to see your post, as opposed to people that don't have any engagement taking place. Also, another thing to keep in mind, which I see a lot of people doing, is I want you to keep promoting on your Facebook, but don't limit yourself there, especially on your personal profile, which we're going to get into more advanced traffic techniques on social media, on Facebook and other places. But it baffles me that a lot of people limit themselves there, knowing that they don't have any influence on social media. They only have like 100 friends or 200 friends. Now, you want to keep posting there, but that's not all you want to do if you don't have a large amount of if you don't have a network on Facebook. You don't want to just stay there. Okay, you want to be able to do other things to be able to create traffic to your website, and not just post there and wonder why you're not getting results. Well, hello, you're only posting to 100 friends and only 5 of them are seeing your posts, right? So if you only have 100 friends and only 5 of them seeing your post, you can't get upset by the lack of results you're not getting in your business. Okay, so understand that it's a process. We're going to get more into the specifics, but I want to make sure you understand the foundation of it all and that you're set up properly so that once we get into traffic, you're generating traffic, but you're doing the right things to be able to capitalize and leverage that traffic. Okay, so that's why I said that this is going to be a mini part series. I don't know how long, probably 3 to 4 webinars, maybe even longer, till we get everything down to the point to where we're actually deep into the traffic generation process. Okay, so if you're watching this video, well, actually this is one, but you don't want to skip these videos. Okay, you want to go through them in order. I don't know how I'm going to have them on the replay website, but just go through them in order so that you understand the process. All right, the next thing is the connecting factor. I call it the connecting factor, picking up the phone, having a brief conversation with people. That does not mean you got to stay on the phone with them for 2 hours, but you will be amazed the difference a phone call can make as opposed to people that are not picking up the phone. If it's just 2 minutes, hey, I'm a real person. I'm here to help you, assist you, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Find out more about what their needs are and how you can be a solution to whatever their needs are, and then go for the close and get off the phone. Like, there's so many people that have gotten lazy or so dependent on social media or text messages to the point people don't even want to pick up the phone and call people anymore. And because of that, your odds of conversions are slightly lower than those people that actually take the time to pick up the phone. When you pick up the phone and call and connect with somebody, the odds of you converting a sale is going to be significantly higher than that person that didn't do that. So keep that in mind. So now we're going to talk about why list building is so important. Now this is the part that I want to talk about because I briefly went over tripwires, what it is, which most of you guys are a part of Easy Cash Code, right? So you already have that offer created for you. But now we want to talk about why list building is important, because you hear it, you heard me talking about it for the past couple weeks, and unfortunately a lot of you guys just haven't really paid attention. You ignored it. You're like, hey, I don't need that now, etc. All right, and I'm telling you, if you're not set up like this right now, you're not positioned for success long term. So not only does email marketing have higher conversion rates, but as you build your list, you can continually monetize your list by pitching multiple products. Just look at e-commerce sites like Best Buy. One way they get you to continually buy more products from them is by emailing you offers on a regular basis. How many people are getting emails from Best Buy? Raise your hand. I can't see you, but just raise your hand so the people in your house look at you like you're crazy or like you worshiping God or something. Just do it. Right? Because we all know it's true. You've bought something from some website online, and they have been constantly emailing you since that first purchase. So if you have that company doing it, and it's a very successful company like Best Buy, Walmart, Amazon, QVC, these are multi-million, billion-dollar companies, okay, that are constantly emailing every single day different things that they have to offer until you unsubscribe. Why aren't you applying the same business model to your business? That is a question. Why aren't you doing that? Because you've been taught it before. I'm pretty sure you've heard it before, most of you guys. So why aren't you focused on list building? Okay, most people are just focused on sales, and because you're just focused on sales, you're completely missing the mark. All right, because you're focused so much on sales, you're not building a list, and therefore you're leaving more money on the table by doing so. All right, the more you stay in their face, the more they are engaged with you. All right, and I say their face, I'm talking about your subscribers, meaning that the more you email them, the more you're in their face, they're going to be engaged. They're going to remember your name. All right, and some people are going to unsubscribe. Some people are going to complain. Some people may even reply to your email and cuss you out. Who cares? That's just the nature of the beast, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to happen. But the reality is, do you think Walmart worry about who's going to cuss them out? Do you think Best Buy worry about who gonna cuss them out or unsubscribe from their list? Absolutely not. Okay, they're gonna email you until you either buy or unsubscribe. Okay, that's the same mindset that you should have, because if you don't do it, someone else will. I guarantee you that. Look at these marketers list that you're on. Some of you guys are on everybody email list, and they're just blowing you up with different emails, different offers, and that's why some of you all can't stay focused, because you're getting the email by every single body. Okay, so look at what they're doing. They're always in your face, and the reason why you keep buying products over and over again is because they keep emailing you. Okay, keep that in mind. Now here's an example of the Best Buy email marketing example. All right, and I like to use them because they email me the most. I can't never find Walmart when I search. But if you look from the 31st up until the 4th, they haven't emailed me today, but I've gotten 1 to 2 emails, sometimes even 3 emails a day from them. Okay, so if they're doing it and they think it's okay, and they are a $1 billion company, I guess. I don't know how much money. I'm gonna say billion. I'm gonna go on record and say $1 billion. I believe they probably doing $1 billion. Okay, if they can do it, if they do it, why shouldn't I do it? Okay, if they're doing it, why shouldn't you do it? Why shouldn't you do it? Comment and say why you're not doing it, ladies and gentlemen. It's not rocket science. Sometimes we overthink and overcomplicate the process and make this thing harder than what it really is. It's not really hard. All right? Everybody's doing it all around you except you, and that's why you're probably not successful yet, because you're not doing it. Change your mindset about this. Email allows us to engage our audience in a creative, personalized way that Facebook posts or tweets can't. Oh my God. There's only so much you can do on Facebook. There's only so much you can do on Twitter. But there's a whole lot you can do in email, ladies and gentlemen. You can really pour out yourself and your personality in an email and not look crazy and not worry about, okay, and not worry about your post disappearing, okay, in 5 minutes. Or not worry about, hey, only 5 people are going to see this. Okay, so you're able to be creative and be more personable via email than you could on a Twitter post or a Facebook post. And I have a little bit more I'm going to share on that a little later. All right. Now, if you combine that with blogging, then you have the perfect 1-2 punch. Which again, we're going to be talking about blogging as well too a little later. All right. But if you combine that with blogging, that's the perfect 1-2 punch. So not only can you be creative and engage your audience in email, but you can do the same thing in a blog post. Okay, redirect, email your list, send them to a blog post, get more creative, do a video, spill your guts, whatever you want to talk about, be yourself on that blog post, and then have a call to action. And not to mention, on that blog you have different monetization things that are on there as well that will propel people to buy. They may not buy the first time they click your blog, but you want to make sure you're positioned for success, in which the way that we show you how to set it up, you will be. So don't worry about that right now. Now, you also don't own Facebook, Google, or Twitter, but you own your list. This is critical. You own your list. You own your mailing list. As long as they remain an active subscriber on that list, you own it. But you don't own nothing on Facebook, so why would you limit yourself there? You don't own nothing on Google, so why limit yourself there? Don't you know how many accounts YouTube shut down of mine? Right? I had to create different YouTube accounts, Twitter accounts, because they shut them down for whatever reason. All right? So don't limit yourself on any of these platforms and say, hey, all of my contacts are on YouTube, or hey, all of my contacts are on Facebook. That's like a definitely an ignorant thing to do, because if they decide that they're ready to cut ties with you for whatever reason, then guess where all your contacts are? Okay, they're on Facebook, Google, and Twitter, and you didn't take the time to take those same people off those platforms and put it on something that you own, such as a mailing list that's not going to shut you down, etc. That pretty much you're able to monetize for the lifetime of those leads. Okay, so be smart and don't limit yourself on these social media platforms, but start building a list. Okay, because again, you can sell whatever the heck you want to sell to them once they're on your mailing list. It doesn't matter whether it's Easy Cash Code, whether it's another business or any business that you do for that matter, or an affiliate product, whatever it is, guys, you can market whatever you want to them. Also, protection and promotion. Okay, that's basically what I just talked about. You're able to promote whatever you want, and it's going to protect you from, the axe being brought down on you by some of these other platforms, which, periodically they do that. Okay. Now, why building lists is important, like I said, blog redirect example. I talked about that earlier. This is my blog. If you look, I have another way to capture leads for people that may find me in Google or what have you. But if I was to take you further down on the blog, which I didn't want to do that here because this is not necessarily about blogging. But if you go further down, if you look to the right, that's a widget area. There's banners there that go to different affiliate programs that I'm in that makes sense. And then below, there's a call to action. I don't remember what we're talking about here, but there's different call to actions there for an affiliate program and another program that's on this particular post. The point is this, right? Now, multiple income streams is great. It's a great thing. But you want to make sure that whatever you're promoting, it complements each other. You don't want to be promoting conflicting offers. For example, if I'm in a Forex company, I don't want to be promoting another Forex company. Or if I'm in a health and wellness company, I don't want to be promoting another health and wellness company. Like, I'm very strategic about what I promote and how I promote because you don't want to confuse your audience. Like, even now, Easy Cash Code. Obviously, Easy Cash Code is a funding proposal. You can promote whatever you want with it. You got builderall, for example, which is a tool system that we all need. Like, people are gonna buy this stuff anyway, and this stuff that you need to further expand your business if you plan to recruit or brand. So it makes sense. But what you're not gonna see me do is turn around and do all this stuff and then turn around and try to promote something else because it's just gonna confuse people. Okay. So keep that in mind. It's also overwhelming for you, okay, depending on who you are. So do what you're comfortable with. Let your list of contacts know when your new products come out. Okay, now we're talking about why list building is important. You're able to let your new list of contacts know when new products are coming out that you're currently creating or that you may be promoting if it's a JV Zoo product. So you have to decide. You just don't want to treat your list like whores and just send anything through there, right? Just for a commission. You want to make sure that whatever you're promoting to that list, that is something that you've bought yourself or something that you would actually buy. Like, that's one thing I'm very careful about when I email my list. I'm not just going to promote anything for a sale or a commission. If I wouldn't buy it or if I didn't buy it, I'm not gonna sell it. That's just the bottom line. So you should operate under the same integrity when you're promoting any offer, especially when you're emailing a list, because obviously this is the foundation of your business, right? This is, this can be your bread and butter. This can be the lifeblood of your business, depending on how things are set up. Ultimately, because they trust you. This is your audience. They trust you. This is your tribe. They trust you. So make sure you don't violate that trust. Let your customers see your growth and development in business. There's going to be many ups and downs during your growth and during your process of going through this. Okay, we call it due process. Just like I started doing this in 2006, and there's people that have been following me since then and have been on my list since then, and they saw the due process. They saw the growth. They saw the ups. They saw the downs. They saw the failures. They saw the dumb stuff I did. They seen it all. They seen the growth, and because of that, they appreciate the growth. They appreciate me being authentic, and and we're able to connect. Obviously, we're doing business now. Be authentically you. That's the best thing that you can do, is be you. Don't try to be anybody else. Don't be on here faking it, trying to sound like somebody else, guys. Be you, and people will connect with you. Everybody may not connect with you regardless if you're being real or fake, But by you being yourself, it's less stress involved. It's just so much less stress involved when you be yourself. And by you being yourself, you're gonna connect with those people, or those people that are looking for you are gonna connect with you, and because of that, there's a different level of trust there, and it's a different connecting factor there as well when those people find you, as opposed to you being somebody that you're not. Okay, so just be authentic with your approach and with your marketing. Inject value with your sales pitches and your emails, meaning that whatever value that you get, it can be anything. It can be something from a book you've read. It can be something that you learn from a training. It can just be a motivational speech or a how-to, meaning that you're showing people how to do something. But just make sure that you inject value with your sales pitches and not just sell to your list all the time, right? Because if you're just selling all the time, eventually whatever you saying is going to become um, null to the ears of the people that are on your list, and they're going to stop paying attention. But if you want to keep their attention, you want to inject value with your sales pitches. Okay, so not only do you want to sell to them, but you want to also show them how to do something, or give some case study. Like, keep them on their toes and give them a variety of things to show them that, hey, I'm not just selling, but I'm also injecting value or giving you value with this, and that, hey, you should partner up with me because I can help take your life and your business to the next level. Now, one thing that I've learned is the more you teach, the more you reach. The more you reach, the more you earn. It's one of my favorite things that I just basically came up with, and it's so true, right? The more you teach, the more you reach, because people are eager to learn what you know. And the more you reach, the more you earn, because ultimately, as your tribe grow, your check is going to grow. So keep that in mind. Best way to build a relationship with your followers with less stress. That's what email marketing does. So it's going to be less stress involved worrying, trying to worry about if everybody got the email. Everybody may not get the email, but there's more than likely, if it's something important that's going out, there's a better chance of people getting the email as opposed to them seeing something on Facebook. Not to mention, for introverts or people that don't like social media as much, which I'm an introvert to a certain degree, and I really don't care for social media, to be honest, believe it or not. But it's a great tool to be able to build a business, which is why I'm on there. But if I don't want to be bothered with social media, or if I want to make sure that this is going to it's going to be a higher probability of this message getting to all the people I wanted to get to, then email marketing is going to be the answer. Okay, so I'm able to get that message out. I'm able to build that relationship with less stress, and redirect them in any fashion that I want. Meaning that, hey, I'm gonna connect with him via email. I connect with them, but if I wanted to redirect them to a blog post to where I want to be more personable with a video or what have you, then I'm able to do that via list building. The lifespan of a social media post is a few hours to a few minutes. Okay, meaning that as soon as you post that Facebook post, depending on the engagement you're getting on it, it's only going to be noticed for a few minutes. Now, if you're getting engagement on that post, it can be a few hours or maybe even a few days. It all depends on how much engagement you're getting. But email, okay? Email will sit in the recipient inbox until it's acknowledged, open, clicked, or what have you. Okay, deleted, what have you. Therefore, getting you traffic for many days and days after it was initially sent. So which one would you rather focus on? Would you rather focus on social media or email marketing? Now, I'm not asking you to make a decision, because you should really use both. But what I'm saying is, don't limit yourself to social media, because by you posting, for most of you guys, it's only going to be seen for a few minutes. All right. And then after that, your stuff is pushed to the bottom, because the people that you're connected with, they have so many other friends that's posted. And if you didn't grab their attention within the first few minutes, guess what? You're not going to be seen anymore. That post is not going to get any action or any traction because it didn't catch their attention within the first few minutes of it being fresh and post popping up in their news feed, and they're just paying attention and commenting on everything else that everybody else is doing. So this probably is clearing up a lot of things for you guys because you never really looked at it like that. But I'm telling you, guys, you want to focus on growing your list, especially if you don't have a network on Facebook. You don't get married on the first date. Okay? Another reason why list building is so important. You don't get married on the first date. Everybody's not going to join your business the first time they see it. It is what it is. It's just what it is. All right? They're not going to join the first time they see it. Now, here's an example of a page I created via list building. Okay? Now, this is why you should set this up. And number one, step one should always be grabbing an email. I don't care what they're looking for, how they're looking for it. I'm always going to grab their email address first, because if they get distracted, if they don't join the business right away, guess what? I can email them until they make a decision to either join or unsubscribe. Okay? Buy and unsubscribe. This is just an example. Now, obviously, you may not have one with your picture and stuff on it, so you may do something as simple as this. Okay? And I can do a whole bunch of examples. I just want to show you two. One with a picture, one without a picture. Okay? So step one should always be grabbing an email for future follow-ups, because guess what? You don't get married on the first date. That means that everybody's not going to make a decision the first time they see your offer. Step two is the actual offer, meaning that after they opt in on your list, this is where you're going to take them to your sales video, to your website. It's going to give them more information about what it is that they inquired about. All right? Does that make sense? Yes, type yes if it makes sense. Okay? So after they opt in and inquire, then you're going to take them to the offer. Okay? Now, why list building is important? Because 99% of entrepreneurs fail because they are simply doing things the wrong way. They're not, okay, building a list. That is the wrong way. They look like the ones who are failing. Okay? That's why you're probably not successful, because you look like the ones that are not successful. If you want to be successful, you got to look like the ones that are successful. If you want to fail, continue to look like the ones that's failing. Most of your prospects aren't going to join on their first exposure. I said that so many times already. So it's important to have a lead capture page follow-up series as well. So if you're going to do this automatically or you're going to do that manually. Most people market with the end in mind, but forget about the beginning. That's what that's supposed to be. I spelled that wrong. But they forget about the beginning, which is the foundation. The foundation is the beginning, meaning that, okay? Meaning that. And basically what I mean here, let me explain it this way. People market with the end in mind, meaning that, hey, I want to sell. So therefore, I'm going to skip all this and I'm going to send them straight to the sales page. But you didn't think about the fact that everybody's not going to make a decision just by them looking at it one time. You may have to follow up with them a few times. You may have to pick up the phone. You may have to do something extra except sending them to a sales page. So if you didn't capture that lead, guess what you did? You just wasted traffic, right? You just wasted a drop card. You just wasted a solo ad click. You just wasted your time posting on Craigslist or on Facebook because that person didn't join. But when they decided to make a decision, guess what they did? They forgot who you were and went to go join with someone else. How many of you all have had somebody inquire about a business with you, but they messed around and joined somebody else, and you probably got upset about it? I know it happened to some people on here, okay? So if you don't want that to happen, then you need to start capturing the lead first and have some type of follow-up series set up. Either you're going to do this automatically or manually. Now, here's some things that are mandatory for entrepreneurs. A domain name is definitely mandatory. You don't want to promote, right, with some long affiliate crappy link. Very important. You want to have your own branded domain name, whether it's your name.com or whatever, okay? So a domain name is mandatory. Lead capture pages. So I want y'all to write this down because this is what you need. You need a domain name. You need lead capture page or a lead capture page to grab the list. You need an autoresponder to build the list, okay? Because this is like your house. This is what where you're gonna house all your contacts. This is where you're gonna build your database that you own, all right? That you have rights to forever. And the worst thing that you can do as an entrepreneur is cancel your list. That's just silly for you to cancel an autoresponder with your list in it and delete all your contacts, unless you just don't plan on ever doing this again. That's just silly, okay? Otherwise, you need to have your autoresponder so that you can sell whatever you want to sell to them. You want to have follow-up campaigns set up inside of their autoresponder manually or automated, depending on what you're promoting. Now, the beautiful thing about autoresponders, if you're promoting different things, you can set up different follow-ups for the things that you're doing. So, okay, so it don't have to be a universal follow-up series for every single last program you're involved in, because as you get more advanced, you're going to start adding other offers to the plate, and therefore you want to have different follow-up series sequences for those offers that you're promoting. You want to also, what's mandatory is your brand. Whatever your brand is, what sets you apart from the rest. All right. Now, mine was the Hope Giver, and ReginaldStinson.com in itself is a brand, right, or unit of prosperity or what have you. That set us apart from everybody else, or set me apart from everybody else. So you have to identify what your brand is, okay? Like Tanae Petty, for example, her brand is Miss Go Getter, right? So people already know what that is. It can be a tagline or what have you. You don't necessarily have to come up with that now, but basically figure out what your brand is going to be when you're promoting online and who your target market is. What's also mandatory for entrepreneurs, which I believe is a tripwire offer, or for you to become a member of Easy Cash Code. You can just simply do that because you're going to get these type of trainings, inside of our system, which we generally do this for them. And you're going to get a system, like I mentioned before, that it's a low ticket offer on the front end and higher tickets on the back end that you can promote your primary business in that pays 100% commission. No brainer. Now, when there's mandatory tools, there's stable residual income. Okay, that's what we're doing this for. Stable residual income. There's not going to be a whole lot of attrition, ladies and gentlemen. So, this is mandatory for entrepreneurs. Once you become a member inside of Easy Cash Code, you're going to go in. Obviously, you're going to go through these steps in order. They are going to update within the next 48 hours because I'm going to add another income stream in here. But you want to go through all the steps, and you definitely want to do step 5, okay? Because step 5 is a tool that I use personally to create my capture pages, which I'm going to go back and show you this. Okay, I created this capture page with the tool, and I'm going to build another page and show you what the tool looks like as well, okay, with that particular tool as well, okay? You can also, it also has a built-in autoresponder with this tool. So not only are you getting capture pages and sales pages, you can build any type of page you want with this system. It has a lot of other components to it that I'm not going to talk about in this video. But you also get a autoresponder that has unlimited subscribers. Okay, so for the new people especially that don't already have an established Aweber or GetResponse account or whatever autoresponder you're using, this is a no-brainer because you're getting everything all in one place, and you don't have to worry about having this tool here, this tool there, etc. So that's why we created a partnership with this company, for the simple fact that everything is all in one place from a tool perspective to help an entrepreneur to build their brand online. All right. So if you only want to be a customer, meaning that you don't have any desire to promote this tool to other people, then obviously you just want to go with the digital marketing plan for $29.90. Now, if you go with the digital marketing plan for $29.90, then you're not going to save a username underneath the button. Okay. There's no need for you to do that because you're not an affiliate, okay? Now, if you want to refer others to this program, which means that if you're an Easy Cash Code member or if you're promoting this outside of Easy Cash Code, whenever somebody joins, you're going to get paid 100% commissions on the first month, and then you're going to get paid 30% residuals on levels 1 and 2 thereafter. So that's up to 60% residual income through 2 levels by you promoting this program. So it's up to you however you want to do it, okay? But I would suggest go with the builderall business for $50 a month, because even if you go on Aweber website, for example, just for their autoresponder, the entry-level autoresponder, which Aweber has been around forever, they're one of the best. I still use them because I have a grandfather plan that nobody can get. Like, my rates are super cheap, okay? But their entry-level plan now is like $20 a month for 500 subscribers. So you're going to get not only an autoresponder here with this system, but you're also going to get capture pages. You can do automated Facebook posting tools that should be live here anytime now. You got an autoresponder built in. You can do create animated videos. They have a whole bunch of stuff in. They have so much stuff in it. Like I said, I don't even have time to really talk about it all. But you're getting every possible thing you can possibly need. Literally. Not just autoresponders and lead capture pages for $29.90 if you just want to be a customer, or if you want to do the business, $50 a month, okay? Versus just paying $20 a month for an autoresponder for only 500 subscribers. So you tell me what makes the most sense. Unlimited everything for $29.90 or $49.90, or 500 subscribers for $20 a month. And this is not something you're just going to cancel unless you're not serious about being an entrepreneur, okay? Now, another thing that you all need to do as well, and make sure you guys follow these instructions. If you're on YouTube, I'm going to put my individual links in the description on YouTube only. For those people that are on my YouTube channel watching this, I'm going to put individual links for you to just join that too directly. But if you are an Easy Cash Code member, obviously, do it through the system so that your sponsor gets credit for referring you, okay? Because we want to make sure we do things the right way in that regard. Now, this is new, so do this now as well. This will be added as a new income stream inside of Easy Cash Code, okay? Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to go to reginaldstinson.info, okay? Not .com, .info, and you want to register a domain name. Now, next thing you want to keep in mind that it is $10 per month for this particular domain name. It will be a new income stream inside of the Easy Cash Code system. It pays residual income of $1 per referral through 5 levels. I think it probably go 10 levels, but we're just going to say 5. Every 5 customers within the week you refer, you earn a $100 bonus. Okay, so you're going to earn $100 for every 5 people, and we will place under our direct referrals as sales come in. But there's no guarantee due to supply and demand. I want to make sure I put that in there, because some people come in with the expectation of, hey, they're going to build our downline for us. But the reality is, because of supply and demand, we can't guarantee that you will get anybody, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people may come in, or maybe no people will come in. We don't really know. But as they come in, we will place people under people, because we're going to still earn the same amount of money regardless, which is $1 a month. So it don't really matter if they're direct to us or not, and it's going to help you build a check, okay? So that's why we're doing that. So now what I'm going to do is show you 2 things, and then we're going to wrap this up, okay? Now, first of all, we're going to talk about the system here, and I'm going to log into it really quick, because some of you guys have it already. Let me make sure we're still recording. Okay, great. So some of you all have it already, so I'm just going to show you how to do it. Again, if you're interested in this, it will be great if you would join through the Easy Cash Code system. Now, if you're not a member of this yet, then do not put anything in the username box in Easy Cash Code, because you're not doing it properly and you're just going to screw up things, okay? Now, if you do this through Easy Cash Code as well, your sponsor will get credit for the referral, okay? Now, if you're on YouTube or what have you, and you want to go straight to this, you can look in the description. The link will be there for it, okay? Now, just to kind of show you how this works, and I will get more into this probably later if you guys want me to, but I just wanted to show you a few things that are very important here. All right, so I'm just going to grab this. as an example. And I'm not going to do any editing on this. I'm just going to save it. Okay. And we're going to pretend this site is already the way I want it. All right. So I'm just going to click save. And I'm just going to put test here. Okay. You can name that whatever you want to name it. I'm going to put test 2 because this is a test. Okay. And then I'm going to close this. And then I'm going to go to the perfect. I'm going to go to my sites. All right. And here's the site I just made here. Okay. So whenever you edit your site, you want to go to the drag and drop Pixel Perfect Builder if that's the one you're using. And then you want to go to my sites, and then you're going to see it here unpublished. Now you can categorize these as well if you want for you to be able to easily find these in the future. However, I'm not going to categorize this one because it's just a test. So what I want to do if I want to make this site live is, first of all, I want to publish it. Okay. So once I publish it, it's going to go live. All right, that's number one. Number two, if I want to connect it to a domain name, such as this, what I would do is I am going to click on connect domain name. It's going to ask you where you want your website published. I'm in North America, so I'm just going to leave it there. Or you can do CDN all regions. It's totally up to you. And then you just put that domain name there, whatever you want. Okay. So in this case, since I already have work with Reginald done, I'm going to put test2.workwithreginald.com. Okay. And it tells you what you need to do. You need to change your name servers and your domain name to this. All right. And then hit save, which I've already done that. Okay. Now, once you add your main domain name, which in this case, it says test2 there because it's a subdomain name for what we already have, but you're not going to use a subdomain name unless you do that within your host. So yours is going to be, yourname.com or .ws or whatever as your main domain name. And then any other page that you build after that, like I just did here, for example, you would just add the extension in the front. So, for example, the main domain name is workwithreginald.com, which is this. Okay. So if I wanted to create another site, it will be site name, in this case, test2.workwithreginald.com. So if I click on that, you see that that site is going to open up like that. So it's really simple. So you only have to edit the name servers once, and then anytime after that, you will just add the domain name here, test2.workwithreginald.com, and you would not have to configure the name servers because they're already were configured the first time when you added the root domain name, okay, or the main domain name, if that makes sense. So if it don't make sense, just let me know. But like I said, once you add the name servers for this domain name, which I've already did, I'm not going to show you how to do that here. I'll show you that in a future tutorial. You don't have to add it for the subdomain names. You just add, site name.maindomainname.com, site name.maindomainname.com. Okay. So that's pretty much it, how you would do that there. Now, the next thing I want to show you is I'm going to come back over here and we're going to do new site. Because some of you guys are going to be using the built-in autoresponder here, Mailing Boss. So let me find a capture page. Let's see here. Internet marketing. Opt in. So we're going to go edit here. All right. So like I said, you can edit this however you want to. Okay. But here's what you would need to do if you're going to use the in-house autoresponder. There's tutorials in here on how to do this. I'm just going to show you this anyway. But basically, long story short, you would just click on the form area. You're going to right click. And then you're going to click on configure. And then once you click on configure, you can choose, whatever platform you want here. I'm going to choose Mailing Boss. and then it's gonna ask. It may ask you for your keys. It shouldn't, but if it does, you'll have to watch a tutorial on how to get that stuff. But either way, once you do that, it's gonna ask you which list you want to grab. I'm gonna grab ECC leads, and then boom, everything is there accordingly. Now, if I wanted to reposition, um, let me see something here. All right, so the form here, I believe this form was configured in Mailing Boss. So I believe I have to change up elements, edit elements order. Okay, here we go. So edit elements order, so I can drag that up here like this, hit confirm, and boom, that's the way I want it. Okay, so you just have to kind of play around with it and obviously save your changes. Boom, it's done. Okay, so I'm going to exit out this because I'm not going to actually do anything with that for real. Okay, now Mailing Boss is here. Now, before you can actually start building your pages, if you have any intentions on using Mailing Boss, you do have to set it up first. So make sure you watch the tutorials, which if you go down, if you actually click on it, I think there's tutorials here inside of it. Okay, so once you click on it, all the tutorials on how to use it are here. So take some time. I'm Shelly Turner with the builderall team. So take some time to go through all of this to watch to see how to do everything. Okay. If you take some time to do that, all of the answers to your questions should be addressed there. If not, you can press the on-demand tutorial or ask inside of the Easy Cash Code group. I will be happy to assist if it's not already here inside of the system. But there's 10 pages of tutorials on how to set this up. But one thing I will say is the address portion, make sure you use a P.O. box. Do not put your real address there, okay? Because if you put your real address there, that's going to show at the bottom of emails, and you don't want people coming to your house or whatever. Not saying that they will, but I don't want my home address at the bottom of emails. So you can either make up a P.O. box or use a P.O. box if you got one. But the reason why they do that is because of the CAN spam act law. Now we have to put our address at the end of each email, okay? So that's just law. They have to do that. But don't put your home address. Use a P.O. box or make up one. Okay. Now, the final thing is this. Okay. Once you go to reginaldstinson.info and sign up, like I mentioned before, this is going to be an income stream inside of Easy Cash Code because this has great potential and it's easy to set up the domain name and stuff. Okay. So I'm going to click on GDI bonuses just to kind of show you what's going on with the Refer 5. So you see, every 5 you get $100 from a $10 program. So this could be very huge, all right? So, and this is going to be a part of the process, like I said, of people getting inside of the system and getting set up. So you want to be in position to be able to capitalize on this, not to mention $10 a month. We're not really going to miss that much, okay? And we're able to move and place people under people and still earn the same amount of residual regardless and still keep our bonus. Okay, so it's going to help people create an additional income that makes sense. Now, on the flip side of that, when you get your domain name here and you're trying to connect on your domain name to the system, what you'll want to do is click on domain names. Then you want to click on change DNS, and you want to click on this little radio button that says advanced users name servers, and then you want to put name server 1 and name server 2, which are these first two boxes here in this first column. Okay, once you put that in there according to the instructions, you want to click continue to save, and it allow up to 24 hours for your domain name to propagate and it to start working. Okay, it's not going to work right away. It may take 24 hours or so. Okay, now, and that's pretty much it. So again, that's reginaldstinson.info to get signed up on that. Now, final thing is follow-up series. Okay, follow-up series. What's going to be the follow-up series? Here's one right here. I believe this is 30 days worth. You can just copy and paste these and just put your sales page link here. Okay, so I'm actually going to show you how to get that. I'm going to come over here to Facebook. And once you become a Easy Cash Code member, you want to go and and request to be a part of our Facebook group. And then you want to come click on files, and you want to just scroll down. You want to click on see more, and you should see a 30-day. Where is it at? Oh, here it is. It's at the top. Okay, it's actually at the top. So 30-day pre-written series, and then you want to come down here to where it says click here to view and copy messages. Click on that, and then you'll just have to copy and paste these in your autoresponder. Now you want these to go out every other day. So when you set this up inside a mailing boss or whatever it is you're using, you want each message to go out 2 days after the previous message. You don't want it going out every single day. You want to leave that in between time for you to send your manual broadcast. Okay, so set this up, copy, paste, make sure you read it or skim it to see where you're supposed to place your link, which you want to come over to Easy Cash Code, for example, or whatever. Well, these are Easy Cash Code messages, so I can't even say whatever. So come over to Easy Cash Code, and while that's loading, I'm going to come here and talk. But you want to come over to Easy Cash Code. You want to grab your sales page link and post it here. Now, granted, you can put click here for more information versus just having a long, ugly link here. Or click here to see secret video, because it says start by watching this short video. So you can type below this in this bracket here, click here to watch secret video so that they don't see that long affiliate link. Or here we go. Click here for more information and just hyperlink it to your affiliate link. All right. So you're going to come here and you're just going to grab your sales page link, or if you want to send them directly to the order page, it's all according to how you want to set it up. Or if you want to mix it up, hey, just go here and set up directly. It's up to you guys. You have to use your own creativity with that. So that's pretty much it for me. Okay, I'm right at an hour, I believe. Okay, a little bit over an hour. I'm not going to take any Q&A here tonight. You can ask questions inside of the group. But I wanted to get this out under an hour because I have another webinar I have to jump on. But what I wanted to tell you guys as well is your homework for tonight, because you are going to have homework. And this is a process because we are going to get into more advanced traffic strategies. And obviously we're getting ready to do a co-op this month as well. So you want to make sure you're set up properly. So the first thing you want to do is you want to, I'm going to come back over here to the slides. Okay, you want to have a domain name. Okay, which you're going to get that from reginaldstinson.info. Okay, if you don't already have one, or if you have one, get another one so you're able to participate in this opportunity and make money from it. Number 2, lead capture pages. You're going to get that by going to step 5 inside of Easy Cash Code, which it is right now, and signing up for that system. Okay, because that system is going to keep you linked in our network, and secondly, it's going to give you everything you need as an entrepreneur to be able to build and grow your business. Okay. 3, autoresponder. That's in the same system. You want to make sure you set and configure that up and put in at least 7 messages. Even if you don't do the entire 30, at least put 7 days worth of messages inside of the autoresponder, so that when people go to your capture page and opt in, if they don't take action right away, at the very least they're still getting, autoresponder messages, okay, to take action later. Follow-up messages manually and or automated. I do both. I do automated and manually. That's why I send my automated messages 2 days after each other, because in between time I'm sending manual messages. And your brand, okay? And become an Easy Cash Code member if you're not already a member, okay? Now, another thing I need to show you guys real quick, I forgot to show you this, is, let's come back over here. So I'm going to grab my sales page link, because once you set up the autoresponder, right, you got it linked, you want to go to, where is it at? I think it's change URL. No, that's not it. Let's see if I can find this. It is under configure. Options. That's it. All right, so you're gonna go click on right click on the form, gonna click on options, then you're gonna click on redirect, and I want to open in the same, and I'm gonna click confirm. I'm gonna do it again, and let me see here. All right, so this list actually, excuse me, I think I have double opt-in on this. So let's see here. So we can do so because I have double opt-in on here, I have it set up differently. So the pending subscribe, once they click the email in a subscribe, I'm gonna do same tab. I'm gonna do thank you page, confirmation. Let me see. Yeah, you can actually change this stuff here. But I think because I have it set up this way, I'm not really able to put my link here. But that's pretty much, oh, here we go right here. All right, so here's the confirmation page, all that stuff there, but that's not what I'm trying to do. Let me see here. Hold on one second. Let me figure this out here because I totally forgot how to do it that quick. 1 second. All right, so yeah, I was telling you, all right, so you want to click on change URL. And in this case, you see, you can click on this. I can edit these different things here. Thank you page and redirect them somewhere else. But in this case, because I have double opt-in on this, it's not allowing me to well, I guess it is. I don't even know how I did that. But you want to put your landing page there and be done with it, okay? But that's pretty much it. But I have double opt-ins, and that's what it is. But this is how you would change the URL. Double opt-in is going to have pending, subscribe, confirm, unsubscribe, all that crap. Now, if it wasn't double opt-in, it'll say change URL, which basically means whenever they click on, well, first of all, let's talk about this. Whenever they click on the confirmation email that they get from Mailing Boss and they click this link, it's going to automatically take them to the sales page, okay, which is what I talked about. You know, giving them what they requested after they do what I want them to do first, okay? After this, you really don't have to do anything. Subscription confirm. You can kind of test it yourself to see if it makes sense. This, I wouldn't really mess with these two things right here, okay? Unless you just want to create something custom for them, etc. It's totally up to you, however you want to do it, okay? Unsubscribe confirmation, same thing, okay? Now, if you're using another third-party autoresponder, you're going to do the same thing, and it may look a little different. But I don't send them to the sales page until they do what I want them to do. Now, the reason why I did double opt-in is because, and I'm actually going to start building all my lists like this, is because you're able to build a more responsive list. Okay, now if we're not using double opt-in, there's pros and cons to it. One is they're able to get to the information right away. All right, and which may in turn make them make a decision faster. But the con is you're going to get a lot of faulty emails, which can lead to a lot of bounces and stuff like that, which will hurt your deliverability when you're doing email marketing. So, but that pretty much is it, guys. Like I said, I'm going to wrap this up. We're a little over an hour. That's pretty much all you need to do with this. If you have any questions, feel free to ask inside of the group or ask builderall support, whoever. I'm here to help you guys. But take those steps, get those tools that I mentioned to get set up properly, and we'll be back next week, same time. Same place with part 2. We're going to go deeper. So make sure you do the homework so that when we do step 2, you're not going to have to go back to do step 1. All right. So we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Good night.